Hey guys, I just got my Cotton Candy Queen palette today from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I want to do the swatches so I can get this up like ASAP. So I did have someone ask if I was going to compare this to the Jawbreaker and the psychedelic, well, I can't even remember the name of that palette now. The Psychedelic Circus palette. I can do that, and I'm not going to do it in this video because this is just the swatches for this. So the outside box that it came in, super cute. It's just light blue and has kind of like a holographic effect to the text on here, and then it's got a holographic cotton candy in the middle. Back just has all the info, like the ingredients and everything. The palette itself, I think, aside from the Orgy one, this is the only one that's had like a picture of him on it. I can't open my, for some reason I can't get my drawer open that has all the palettes in it, but I'm pretty sure the Orgy one is the only other one that had a picture of him on it. But it's kind of got like Candyland vibes to it, and I really like the, like, can you see in the background like the castles? There's a pink castle and a purple castle. I'm all about like fairy tales and stuff from childhood like that, so that's just what that reminds me of. And then the back, again, big castle and a bunch of cotton candy clouds. Looks like something out of a storybook. And then the cutest part, I think, is the little cotton candy cloud here that I don't think, yeah, I think that is the magnet. Either that or the magnet's under here. I can't really tell, but it's cute nonetheless. So this is just a cardboard palette, has a big mirror on the inside that I did not take the plastic off of yet. But there's a lot of pastel-y shades in here, and I know haven't seen a ton of people talk about this yet on YouTube, this palette, but the ones who have are complaining that like there's too much purple and it's all like purple and blue, but that's kind of what cotton candy is. Like, these are cotton candy colors to me, so of course there's going to be a hot pink in it because there's always hot pinks in Jeffree Star palettes. I want to kind of, the thing with this one, it doesn't flip all the way over, like that's as far as it gets. It lays flat and you can't bend this backwards, so I'm going to have to kind of prop it up, I think. So the first color is called Frosting Pink. It's very, very soft, and it is a metallic baby pink. So I think just looking at this, there's not going to be a ton of dupes in those other two palettes. It's going to be something where like I can swatch the pinks and compare them, but these yellows are far more pastel than the ones that are in those other palettes. So anyway, we'll just see as we get to it. Pastel Pussy, I get like the friggin' names that he names these things. This is a brighter pink, and it's a matte. Like, I was really interested in getting at least one of the liquid blushes to try eventually, and the names on those things are so ridiculous. Lollipop Throat. It's got two little lollipops stamped into it. This is a metallic bubblegummy pink. And then Cupcake Royalty is a matte light pink. This one's the most pastel pink out of all of these. So that one's a matte. That one does not want to swatch that great, I think, because it's very light. And then the last pink in here is Pink Licorice. This has a little cotton candy with sparkles around it. And this is a matte hot pink, which I'm sure is probably going to stain my hand. So those are all the pinks in this palette. There's a good range color-wise of pinks, but it is a lot of pink, but then again it is called the Cotton Candy Queen palette. So I'm going to wipe these off and we're going to see if any of them stain. And it looks like just that last one, the hot pink, is gonna be the tough one to get off. All right, then I'll do the two yellows. So we have Nostalgic Taste, which is a matte pastel yellow. Oh, that one's swatched terribly on my finger. It's gonna be one of those ones that probably needs to be built up and put over a white base. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's chalky. It's got that soft texture to it, but it's pretty chalky. So definitely going to need it to put a white base under it. And then Sugar Climax is almost the same color, but this one's a shimmer. So that one's a little bit better. Those are the two yellows in here. That one almost has like a silvery sheen to it when the light hits it. So yellows are not impressing me. I like the pinks were okay. The yellows are not impressing me. But then again, I have not used this on my eyes yet, so. We have Confetti Sky, which has a tooth stamped into it. This is a matte, very, very light baby blue. Kind of has the same deal as that matte yellow, where it's gonna need to be built up probably over a white base to get the full effect. We have Brain Candy, which is insanely soft. This is a metallic blue. That's like a metallic sky blue. And then we have Cotton Candy Party, which has the cotton candy stamp on it again. This is a matte, darker blue. Okay, this one doesn't look too bad. This one looks a little more promising. Oh, maybe not. Definitely one of those build-up ones. I'm gonna grab, trying to think of what I have for a white base here that I can stick on my hand. Let's see. I have some really old NYX eyeshadow base that still works just for this purpose on my hand. I'm gonna put some of it right here. It's just the matte white one. And then I'm gonna swatch that blue over it because I have a feeling, yeah, it's gonna be so much more pigmented. This is that blue over a white base. So I'm gonna grab that super light blue too. You're gonna get a more opaque version of it if you use a white base under it. I'll do it for the yellow too, just so you can see. While I have this out here, I've had this white NYX base for years, and it's still super creamy. I don't use it on my eyes anymore, but I keep it around for when I need to do stuff like this. So here's the matte yellow. It's gonna look darker and not as chalky when you put it over this stuff. Or if you have like, do they even make the NYX jumbo pencils anymore? If they still make the white jumbo pencil, then it works the same as this. It's basically just that in a little glass pot. But look at the difference. That is that one, that is that one, and then the yellow came out a lot better too. So definitely with the matte pastels in here, they need to go over a white base. That's about the only way they're gonna look really good. All right, so then the last four are purples. That's kind of why I swatched it this way, so you could see the pinks next to each other, the blues next to each other, and the purples next to each other. We have Gourmet Glory, which is this metallic kind of lavender color. Oh, I didn't take enough steps this hour because I've been sitting at the computer. Ice Cream Drip has the two little lollipops on it. This one's a matte light purple. This one's really pretty. That doesn't need a white base under it to be nice and opaque. And then we have Castle of Sprinkles, which is the only one in here that really has like a matte base with glitter in it. I thought this color was really pretty when I first saw it. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. That is like it's a medium purple, but it's got tons of pink shimmer in there. It's like the kind of shimmer that gives the eyeshadow that wet look. That's definitely my favorite color in here. That's gorgeous. And then the last one is a really dark purple that says Taste Test Me. And that has the little tooth stamped on it too. Whoa. That is way more pigmented than I expected it to be. Jeffree usually does purples very well, and that one is amazing. So I'm loving the purples. The 4 purple colors are like chef's kiss. Look how dark that one is. I'm sure that one's gonna stain pretty bad though. So that's the last of it. If my camera will stop going out of focus. And again, like the pinks, the darkest one is the one that stained. So I'm excited to play with this on my eyes. I wanted to do the swatch video to get it out for you guys because I know this just came out. But I definitely think the purples stand out in this palette. I know he has the, what was the purple palette? Royal something or blood? I don't remember. Everything had like blood in the title at one point. I can't remember what the purple one was, but he had a palette that had mostly purples in it, or a ton of purples in it anyway, and I'm not really remembering any being super close to that. I'm gonna grab it actually. I think if I was gonna compare any palette, it should probably be this one, right? Because of the purples. What the hell was the name of this one? Bloodlust, yeah, see, I was right. But I mean, none of the purples in here are even close to, I mean, maybe the closest would be Vivid Mood and the Ice Cream Drip, but they're different tones. So this one's Vivid Mood, this one's Ice Cream Drip. Ice Cream Drip is definitely darker and more bluish. But I think those are the only ones that are like similar. Because this one's way more pinky, that one's way more dark. Yeah, they're not, the purples in here are not really screaming out that they match those in any way. I just wanted to grab it and see. And then there's this one too, this Deviant one, but that's a really, really light pastel color. So I should have done it on this finger, but they're 3 different colors for sure. But leave comments below on this video if you want me to compare this to anything else in the Jeffree Star line, because I do have all of his eyeshadow palettes, except I think I'm missing a mini one, but I don't remember which one it is. But anyway, just because people seem to really like when I do the comparison videos to his other palettes, but I'm not sure which one I should compare this palette to. It's like, usually when I look at one, something jumps out to me like, oh, that looks like this color from this palette, but it's not really doing it to me right now. So maybe it's just because I'm super tired. I got up way too early this morning, couldn't fall back asleep. But leave me comments below, let me know. Let me know if you're planning on grabbing anything from this collection. Let me know if any of you got the blushes, because I'm really interested in trying the liquid blush. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will talk to you next time.